The following deck profile is brought to you by Team Rainbow Signer. Rainbow!
Hello, Spudwick.
Again with the deck profiles.
Deck profile! You got it. Alright, what are we going over now, Spud?
6 Samurais. Now, the new bamfed up ones.
The legendary 6 Samurais.
I have this deck for my brother, Tater. He used to run 6 Samurais, but unfortunately he quit Yu-Gi-Oh! So now I have...
Yu-Gi-Oh! like 4 times, though, in the past year.
But overall, I built this pretty much for him, so...
6 Samurais, the overhyped deck to come out.
Extremely.
Even though it
beat the hell out of it.
But the deck's just not as great as everyone says it is.
Alright, so let's start going over what it does, shall we?
Go.
3 Kagekis. Kageki's pretty much Marauding Captain, but with 2,000 defense. And if one or more 6 Samurais other than Kagekis on the field, he pumps up 1,500 attack points. He's quick for sinking for legendary Shien. 3 Kagemushas, and you're going to understand a little bit more why, but he's a level 2 tuner, so he's great for getting out Shien. He's 1,800 defense, and he can stop your opponent's spell and trap cards, because instead of targeting your other 6 Samurais, they can target him instead. Hand of the 6 Samurai, Mizuho's better, but I still like Hand. She can tribute 1 6 Samurai you control and destroy 1 card your opponent controls. 1 monster specific though. And then you have the Mizuhos themselves. They tribute 1 other 6 Samurai monster, and they can destroy 1 card on the field.
Difference
pretty
is,
awesome.
Mizuho's once per turn, Hand
is as many
as you can freaking do it.
Yeah.
But they can only target monsters. But
also with Mizuho, if you control 6 Samurai, legendary 6 Samurai Shinai, you can special her from your hand. It's great for Gateway and Uniteds. Speaking of Shinai, here he is. 1,500, level 3, specials with Mizuho on the field. If this card is tributed, period, you can go through your graveyard and search 1 6 Samurai other than Shinai and add it back to your hand.
Those two, they go together. It's so cool.
They're the lovers.
Oh, so cute.
You have to read the backstory on that to understand.
Yeah, everyone. It's so cool.
Alright, 2 legendary 6 Samurai Inishis. 1 will do if you're running the original Inishi, Shien's Chancellor, but I am not, so I'm running 2 of these guys. If you control another 6 Samurai other than him, remove 2 6 Samurai monsters from your graveyard, return 1 card on the field to its owner's hand. These can be used during either player's turn. Very effective if your opponent starts synchroing. Also, if you control 2 other 6 Samurai monsters other than Inishi, he pumps 500 attack and defense. Pumps up to 2,200, kind of important.
Defense, not so much.
Yeah. 6 Samurai Zanji, he's a beat stick. He's one of the original Samurais. There's another 6 Samurai on your side of the field, and he battles a monster at the end of the damage step. No matter what, that monster gets destroyed. Also, on top of that, if he were to be destroyed by card effect, you can have another 6 Samurai destroyed instead.
Doesn't have to be by card effect, just be destroyed at all.
No. Okay, well then there you go.
I'm busy, Rackman. I am busy. Sorry.
Legendary 6 Samurai Kizan. He's the expensive part of the deck.
Unless you pull him in a pack.
Hi.
Hey, yo.
If you control another 6 Samurai monster, you can special summon him from your hand. Also, if he's not the only 6 Samurai on your side of the field, he gains 300 additional attack points.
And defense.
And here's his older version, the Grandmaster of the 6 Samurai. You can only control 1 of him at a time, but if you control 6 Samurai already on the field, you can special summon him. Also, if he's destroyed by card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 monster from your graveyard, 6 Samurai, and put it back in your hand, including himself when he's sent to the graveyard. Pretty important, especially for Gateway and United.
He looks nice with the beard.
Indeed. Great Shogun Shien. I run 2. A lot of people run 3 or just 1.
Or none. It depends on how they like using him.
He can be special summoned. He can be normal summoned, but most people special summon him with 2 or more 6 Samurais on the field. Also, he limits your opponent to only using 1 spell or trap a turn. Kind of a shutdown card. 3 6 Samurai Uniteds. They're your draw power. For every 6 Samurai, max of 2. It gets a counter. Pop it for 2 cards. Then you got Shien's Smoke Signal. Add 1 level 3 or lower 6 Samurai from your deck to your hand.
How many are you using?
2.
2?
I'm using 2 right now. A lot of people say 3. I run 2.
3, man. It's just 3, you know.
Cunning of the 6 Samurai allows you to tribute 1 6 Samurai and special summon 1 6 Samurai from your graveyard. I I use it because it stops your opponent from targeting. Also, it can give you an additional attack during the battle phase or let you bring out Kagemusha for a quick sync. Triple Impact. A lot of people say don't run it, but it's Heavy Storm now that Heavy Storm's gone. The only prerequisite is you have to control 3/6 Samurais. It's either Lightning Vortex, Heavy Storm,
freaking Harpy's Feather Duster.
It's amazing is what it is. I only recommend using one, because if you lose your Samurais, you lose that card. Gateway of the Six. Pretty much the staple of the deck. You should know what it does, so I'm not going to go ahead and explain.
If you don't have that card, you should not
run the deck. Temple of the Six. This is a personal choice. There's two field cards, Temple of the Six and Xian's Castle of the Mist. I prefer this one. Castle of the Mist only gives them 500 attack and defense less. This gives 100 to each for every 6 samurai you've summoned. You get a counter for each one that's 100 off. Rhoda, Reinforcements of the Army. Allows you add any level 4 or lower from your deck to your hand. It's important. That's better over Smoke Signal. You can add Kizan or Zanji, whatever. Once you're born, you should know what that does. Beidol, been over that.
Ooh.
This card.
I call it
Musakani.
Its name is
Magatama.
Or as I like to call it,
Eminem.
Eminem. I coined that, guys. You can use it, but
absolutely.
It's Eminem.
It's a counter trap. Anytime a card would activate that would destroy a card or cards on the field, negate and destroy it.
It's my body as a shield without 1,500 life points lost.
Yeah. The only prerequisite, have to have a face-up 6 samurai. I'm running 2 reinforced troops. This is the point for the 3 Kagemushas. With this card, you can special summon any level 2 or lower warrior from your deck, but when you do so, you can't conduct your battle phase. Activate it during your opponent's turn. Solemn Judgment, staple. Mirror Force, staple. And I recommend a Royal Decree.
Since you don't use a whole lot of traps.
Because you shouldn't be using a whole lot of traps. Here's the synchros for the deck. I recommend using 2 Waynes. 1 will do, but I recommend 2. Wayne lets you special summon a level 4 lower warrior from your hand. Pretty awesome.
Which is all the 6 samurai cards other than the big ones.
Exactly. 3 Xians if you can get them. I've acquired 2 so far, which is actually kind of impressive.
3 minutes to finish those drinks. 3 minutes to finish your drink.
Hear that? 3 minutes to finish your drink, guys. If you're watching this video, you better chug.
And then on top of this, on top of being a 2500 beater, he negates 1 spell or trap card your opponent plays per turn. If you have the other Shogun, it's a lock.
I found a couple of ways around that guy.
Colossal Fighter, just kind of a warrior synchro staple. 28 when he's a trophy battle, he specials back with his own effect, or any warrior in your graveyard, and he gains 100 for every warrior in both players' graveyard. Kind of important.
And any other synchros you want to throw in there.
Right. I always recommend a Mistworm.
Mistworm's always handy. Well, that was Spudwick's legendary 6 samurais. They're pretty good. Like I said, we think they're overhyped, but they're still fun to use. They'll still wind up topping championships, all that stuff.
For now.
And then a couple of times, Fables are probably going to come out and whoop some butt, and the card carriers are my favorite, and I still think they rock.
We need to do a deck profile on you.
I've done a deck profile. It just changes every freaking week. Well, jace-burner signing off. Peace deuces.